we are headed over this way to see if we can check out Expedition Odyssey. This is the final day of the past member preview, so we're gonna go see if we can hop on board and go for a ride. So from other videos we've seen, it doesn't look like much has been changed on the inside of Wild Arctic, but the ride is what is different. So that's what we're here to see. So let's go check it out. Over there to the side in case you need to store anything big. And back in the same way it was. They've got the room all set up for long waiting, which is nice and big and cool, which is handy. So again, this will be a great place to come and hang out for rides. Ooh, and they can make it go farther back over there if they need to. So we have two rooms, gold and blue Expedition.
Whales swim along icy cliffs. On land, plants and animals thrive, withstanding the bitter cold. This is a land where towering icebergs drift through a vast sea. The expansive tundra stretches for thousands of miles, imposing mountains covered through a blanket of snow. As night falls, the aurora borealis paints the sky with its brilliant color. In this untouched wilderness, we are surrounded by the Arctic's pure scale and beauty, in its pristine state. On this breathtaking expedition into the Arctic, you will meet many fascinating creatures. Marvel at iconic polar bears as they navigate their frozen realm with graceful strength. Swim with mighty whales, their songs echoing through the icy depths. Watch as playful seals dive beneath the water's surface. Each animal plays a crucial role in the harmony of the Arctic ecosystem. Our team of intrepid explorers and researchers studying the tundra ecosystem scouted ahead, designing an exhilarating trek. In this breathtaking adventure, you will experience the untamed and majestic wilds of the Arctic itself.
Prepare to board the Odyssey Mark I, designed to travel seamlessly between air and water. When the doors open in front of you, please make your way to the loading area. Before taking your seat, store all carry-on items in the compartment provided. Loose footwear is not allowed on this experience. Please secure them with your carry-on items for the duration of your flight. Long hair or loose clothing that may extend below the seat must be tied or stowed. Supervising companions must be seated next to the guests they're accompanying. Each companion may accompany up to 2 guests. Only when instructed, fasten your seatbelt from left to right. For smaller passengers that do not reach the blue line on the seat back, place the buckle through the white loop located in the center of the seat. Then, fasten the seatbelt. When instructed, pull straight up on the red tab to ensure the seatbelt is buckled. Please keep the red tab visible so our operators can confirm the seatbelt is secure. Guests who have a fear of heights or who are prone to motion sickness should speak to an operator to bypass the ride and proceed directly to the Arctic animal habitat. In just a few moments, you'll experience Expedition Odyssey. Once the doors open, please make your way to the loading area.
Please make sure to stay in your assigned seats and your assigned seats only. Once again, researchers, please place all those articles inside those cubbies and unlock. Your seats will not unlock yet, and if they are unlocked, please only put them left to right.
Oh my god. Here we go. Whoa. What is happening? Oh, it's not hitting yet. It's not hitting yet. Oh, this is like the one at Universal.
No, this is like soaring. This is like soaring.
Yeah. Push the screen. That's a dream of mine. We have to do it sooner rather than later.
Knock them down.
That was long, right?
This ride will take forever. Like once everyone's on it.
Yeah. It doesn't see that.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Good. Like
It's a long ride too. They should have
Sorry.
a story where it's like multiple levels. Yeah.
It makes me a little bit bored.
Yes.
That's good. That was good. Yeah, I like the other one. Yeah.
It wasn't a short. It's like in 3D glasses.
That is the only criticism I have on it. They could have made it clearer. I wish they like told a story more. Yeah.
Like if there was like a race, like if the one was just running from the border. I mean, not that though.
No.
My mommy get my shoes.
I mean, it's our first crack at an indoor ride.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's pretty cool. Going out through the exit here now. Get a good Aurora Borealis vibe as you walk through.
Yeah, I don't know why it's getting out.
Enjoy the art.
And then back out, I'm going to comment quickly on what I thought of how it was laid out, and then the combustion gamer will tell us his graphic, how it was moved and all that. So seat-wise, I thought the seats were much wider, which was nice. The one at the Kennedy Space Center, they're kind of narrow, a little bit narrow seats, and the belt came out, I'm larger. The belt came out really easy, simple for me to put on. Him as well,
so
which is nice.
seats excellent size, and also the handles and stuff are actually really nice too. So plenty of room to get in and out.
They weren't in the way. Like the ones at the Kennedy Space Center, they're a little bit too close. It's just a little awkward and weird. Very nice, easy to get in and out of. They have the cubby holes to put things in. They will not let you come on if you have things that are too big. My drink bottle's a little bit on the big side. Anything bigger than this will be difficult to put on, so just be aware of that. That's why the lockers are outside. Now, I thought the ride was really cool. We'll see what the combustion gamer thinks.
All right, so obviously one thing that's really cool. So you got all the amazing drone shots that they were able to take to the Arctic, which is a really cool idea. And also got underwater shots with the underwater drones too, which were also neat. You also had the nice fans on the top that were blowing cold air constantly on you, so you kind of had that feel of motion. On the side, it's a little bit odd just because of the curvature, so it makes for sure, it looks odd on the side, that's for sure. So I'd say it's a little bit on the pixelated, kind of blurry side. Yeah,
It
so
was in the center
okay.
as well.
Okay.
We ended up being separate because we were the last two on. Yeah. So I was in the dead center, was how I said it, got set, and yeah, it's a little pixelated in some shots, but it does say it's a technical review, so there could be some changes coming with that before tomorrow. Maybe not when it opens on the tomorrow will be the 8th. This video will come out a little bit after that. Tomorrow will be the 9th. Comes out a little bit after that, but maybe they'll improve on that a little bit between now and then.
Yeah, definitely, in my opinion, needs better resolution for, obviously you have the difference with the screens and stuff, but resolution could have been far clearer and sharper, in my opinion, but that's just me. One thing is the score, very, very good score for the ride. What I think is that there's not really a story. And one with really needs to be
beside you. The people beside me were also saying that there's not really a storyline. It's cool getting to see the images, which is fantastic and beautiful. But yeah, there's not really a storyline. No one talks throughout it. It's just the images, which personally I found fascinating. Yeah. But yeah, it's just a little off. And I thought a few of the transitions.
You're replacing greatness.
Yes, exactly.
You're replacing greatness, so you have to one up the greatness.
Right. And I felt like the transitions were a little bit off a couple times. There was a couple spots where it was like, looks like how I edit videos. Apologies to all you who watch my transitions. Working on that. But they felt a little bit off in a couple places.
Yes, definitely see. I'm not even sure about the transitions, but definitely being able to have the constant flow of a storyline of flying through the Arctic, like a guided tour almost, would have been a better idea. Right. Whereas this is just, and obviously maybe they're going to work on, maybe, or maybe it's just funding wise they just needed to get the ride in, and hopefully they will work on future updates and future variations of the ride in the future.
Because basing off of the name Expedition Odyssey, I anticipated, like with Wild Arctic, that there would be a discussion of, hey, we're doing this, and it was
even more like the scientific side would have been fascinating, just to have a storyline of,
is what I had kind of anticipated.
Like there's like a goal of, hey, we're trying to find this in our aerial search through the Arctic would have been far more interesting than just the visuals by themselves, which are cool.
Which are going to be cool, but over time, people are going to say, I've seen that, and they're not going to ride. Is what's going to happen. Yeah. It's not like a ride like Wild Arctic where every time you went, you kind of forgot kind of part of the storyline, and so you got to go back and like, oh wait, yeah, it's gonna jerk over here, jerk over there. The motion was very gentle, so if you're someone who's new to riding rides, you'll be fine. It feels a little weird coming out and then there's nothing below your feet, but it'll be perfectly fine. You'll be comfortable. It'll be good. But yeah, it feels like just a tiny bit more to it would have been nice. But hey, fantastic. There is an indoor ride here at SeaWorld Orlando.
Going to be great for the AC during the hot summer months. It's going to be great for thunderstorms and rain. It's going to be a great addition to the park to have something that's indoor versus everything being outside, which currently
and this is a place that kids can ride indoors as well. As long as you're above 39 inches, you'll be able to ride the ride. There is a center loop strap that you can put for kids. If you're an adult, you don't have to, thankfully, but for kiddos, there is that option. Just to make sure no one slides out, we don't have any issues. But I highly recommend. I think it's fantastic. I think the gold, we're noticing that it says gold, expedition, and blue. Is that what it said, expedition?
Yeah.
I think that's for the second floor.
Okay.
I think those, because I saw stairs over there coming
so there's
down.
2 different floors.
So I think there's 2 different floors, so that means 30 people can ride at a time, but then they're also, I think they can load. You see, she closed that one cubby hold. So I think they can load 60 people at one time, is what I believe. Not positive. So anyhow, cool ride. We're gonna go see if there's any changes here to the rest of the Wild Arctic area, and we'll do a little walking tour of that for you guys. Let's go. Editor Amy here real quick with a couple comments. I found details and it says the capacity is 30 riders per theater. So I don't know for certain if there are 1 or 2 theaters at SeaWorld Orlando. If you happen to know that fact, let me know down in the comments. The ride duration is 4 minutes and 30 seconds. And of course, the attraction type is a flying simulator. Now, we kept referencing Wild Arctic, and I know many people haven't had the opportunity to ride Wild Arctic because it has been closed for roughly 5 years now, maybe a little bit longer. So if you're wanting to see what we're comparing Expedition Odyssey to, we'll have a link to that down in the description so you guys can watch that. The Space Center has 4 options. I did like that it wasn't super wild. Yes, it was calm. I was kind of hoping though for it, but anyway. All right, so as you come in, guys, there's the ice wall. It looks like it's all iced over today. So you can check and feel. I think it is actually a little bit different, but you can feel the ice. It's very cold, so you can feel what that feels like. Everything through here looks roughly the same, but you can come see the belugas. I'll hold this differently since I don't have the good handle today. Ooh, those look nice, yeah. Good morning. Yeah, looks like everything's been kind of spiffied up, shined up, cleaned up, which is nice. Because, yeah, this area has been here for a long time. It was, it was a submarine. What was the submarine called?
Submarine helicopter.
No, it was a submarine first. Because when Mom came in the 70s, it was a submarine.
Oh yeah, something about the triangle.
Oh yeah, something like the Bermuda Triangle, and then it became Wild Arctic in the late 90s, I believe, and now it is Expedition Odyssey with just kind of a drone fly-through show. So everything definitely has been cleaned very nicely. The belugas look like they're hiding in the back there today, but they still have the penguins in this area. This area years and years ago was actually for the polar bears, but they don't have any polar bears currently. Oh, they have a bird. We got a seagull in here. How did you get inside? But there's a seagull hanging out. I don't know if you guys can see. Oh, there he is. And then you got the other penguins. Let's see if the other side's a little clearer. That blast there's a little blurry. So you can get you guys a better view through here. Ah, there they are. And there's the penguins all huddled up there. Hanging out. Looking very cute. And then on through here, they've left all the base camp type stuff, similar to what it was before. Oh, he's still there. His voice is still there.
You'll be able to see it pretty good from this one over here.
Ah, perfect.
So this is Garfield. He's our older male walrus. And because he's older, he's having a spa day.
Oh, fun.
Through therapy. He gets it on his flippers because as they get older, just like us, they get some arthritis. So and he's got a 5-year-old and now an adoptive under 1-year-old rescue to keep up with. So yeah.
How old is Garfield now?
He's mid-40s.
And he's been here.
He came in as a rescue.
Okay, so he's been here for a while.
And then the only one older than him is Slowpoke, who's the one who sometimes, as she deems, as she'll, spend her time with us. She comes out at the end of the Sea Lion show. So.
Gotcha, yes. Thank you, have a good one. Everything there seems to be roughly the same. Got that area closed off, and then of course, they redid the floor on this. Nice, this looks very nice. The floor is definitely, they get a lot of wear and tear. It's nice that they've redone that.
It's nice and dippy.
Yeah, because I was kind of getting a little concerned about it there for a little while. It felt a little slippery. It's very nice. All right, so now we're headed down to the underwater viewing, and then let's see if we can see anybody down below. I think everybody kind of was up on top there at the moment, but we'll take a look-see. Yeah, it definitely came in and clean, because all this looks fresher and clean, which is nice. Garfield's off, getting pampered still. Let's see if... Ooh, they did add some new lighting, yes. No penguins have jumped in. It all looks nice in there. And I think the belugas are still hanging out. Ooh, this feels more spacious somehow. What did they take out of here, Bear? This feels more spacious. What's it? Okay. And I don't know if we ever showed this area over here, but this is kind of a little area you can kind of play in, pretend you're a polar bear climbing underneath the ice in this section. Has some prints there and different things. Or you, I don't know if you're supposed to climb on top or not. I think in the past you've been allowed to. And you kind of pretend you're a polar bear on top of the ice, which is fun. Oh, and I don't know if we showed you clearly. Let's get combustion gamer over here real quick. We gotta get on the over here, right here. Just right here. There's light. We have been coming to SeaWorld for a long time, and when they had Wild Arctic merch,
Exactly.
we had this really cool Wild Arctic hat that he liked. Hang on. You step forward, let me go into the light.
There we go.
Yeah, get out. I don't need you anymore, I just need your hat. So this really cool Wild Arctic hat has the polar bear on it when they used to have it. And then, of course, SeaWorld there on the back. So he wore it today to remember the old times with
Wild Arctic.
when it was a really cool Wild Arctic. It's still cool, we enjoy it. It's awesome. So let's continue through, walking through here, see if there's any other changes to it.
ACs will drop down.
Oh, hang on, pause. We're not walking through yet. There's a beluga. Let's see the beluga, then we'll move on here. Just trying to eat the pole there. Come on over to see my camera. Hi. How are you? That's the most director I've ever had one come to my camera, and I appreciate that. Thank you. You're helping out my video. I know, he's like, okay, I'm off. I'm done. Okay, we'll keep moving. But that was pretty cool. So everything through here looks roughly the same as it did before. There's this little room off to the side where there's a couple of little videos that you can watch and learn a little bit more about the care of the animals, or learning about the animals in the Arctic. And there was a scale here. You used to be able to weigh on it, but I think the scale part mechanism broke. But there's some different things you can see, some walrus tusks. You get the scientific name, oh, I don't know how to pronounce that, but common name is walrus. Was picked up in Point Hope, Alaska. There's some prints here. You can see how big a polar bear is. Wouldn't advise getting in a fight with one of them. And then just about the cool things. You get to see a little bit like what some of the snowshoes look like. Got some camping gear, things like that in here.
And this right here is actually original theming from when they had the Native American themed Shamu show.
Oh,
so this is actually one of the
original
like
pieces,
totem pieces that they would use.
Yeah, it's
so
not
that's pretty
super
cool.
clear there. We'll see if we can.
But it's cool how they were able to reuse it into this once they created it from
if
that.
you back off for a second, Mike. Add one more light. Oh, there it is. Perfect. You were blocking it, but there it is. But yeah, a very cool piece. So nice to see some of the history of SeaWorld kind of being kept and preserved and around the park. Yeah, this used to do something too, but the buttons don't work anymore. It used to do something. Well, too many hands over the years. It does things. So we'll go out through the tunnel area here and we will check out the gift shop and see what kind of new merch there is for Expedition Odyssey. So we'll speed this up and we'll walk through really fast. Here we go. Alright, and here is the shop. Some very nice Expedition Odyssey merch. They have closed that off. Ooh.
Wow, nice.
They have brightened it up dramatically. Very nice and bright and blue. So you can get the hat. Ooh, this is a pass member hat. Very cool. Nice bag. Water bottles are fun. Cool shirt. Key rings. I'm not sure what this is. Oh, bottle opener. All kinds of fun merch. This shirt is very, very cool. We got it for a little one. Got the beluga on the back. A very cute shirt. Nice. Alright, I'm gonna let the Combustion Gamer take you around here. There. I'm gonna go ask about something. You wander around, show them most of the store.
Okay. All the Shade Moon merchandise. And got like the Arctic seals and all the plushies over there to the side. Which is pretty cool. And then we got like the nice tie-dye. These tie-dye are really, really cool. Definitely like these. Get that nice Arctic feel there. We got SeaWorld on the side there, nothing on the back. Good looking shirts. They really hit the killer whale merch. I like that.
This is... I've gotten to ride Icebreaker before Combustion Gamer did. He was sick. I got to ride Pipeline before Combustion Gamer did. Different reasons. And this time, he got to ride a ride here at SeaWorld before it opened. And he got his first to explore pen.
Sweet.
So his first one that's officially, hey, I got to do this. So, very excited. So now he has one. And he can now say he's ridden a ride here at SeaWorld Orlando before it opened to the public by about 24 hours. So we squeaked it really fast.
That's cool.
Right, so that was our experience here for the final day of past previews for Expedition Odyssey. Very cool ride. Love the theming of the new shop. It looks beautiful. Very nicely done. The merch for it is fantastic as well. I give it 5 stars. I think it's a cool ride. Could there be more to it? Yes, but
it's a great add-on for the park that the park desperately needed. They needed a dark ride that was inside, and it's great to be able to cool off. So
and it's
just
for all
something
ages.
to come and ride on. It's great,
right?
And it has the capability of being able to be updated throughout with the technology. Hopefully they do that. We'll see. But it's really, really good.
So we think it was a really good ride. We're very impressed with it. Hopefully, maybe they'll do some changes to it here in the future, but we thought it was fantastic. So hopefully you guys enjoyed getting to see our experience with Expedition Odyssey. Hopefully my video footage comes out as well as I think it did. And we'll talk to you guys next time on the next Ant on the Move video, whether we could be here, there, or somewhere else. We'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.